And really just everything that could have possibly gone wrong for Bobby Miller went wrong for Bobby Miller.
Yeah, it
Um,
was bad.
how much of this is like what we saw in 2023 is real and we can't discount it, but what we saw in 2024 means that we also can't guarantee that what we saw in 2023 is ever going to come back again. This is one of my toughest pitchers to rank because of all that.
Of course. I mean, it's so tough. I think honestly, it's as simple as he wasn't healthy when he returned. You know,
That's my belief
the
too.
knee was bothering him, is what he said. I just think he just wasn't healthy. Eno mentioned that on the podcast of the craft. I was like, oh yeah, duh. That makes all the sense in the world. I mean, he got hurt and then was down in AAA rehabbing for very long, and then they kept him there essentially, I believe, or they brought him back and was like, nah, we're gonna put you back down there. I just think he's still hurt, and now you have an off season, you get to hit the reset button. His stuff is just far too good, and when I saw him come back up, the whole approach was just bad. It's not like the stuff isn't there. It's that he can't locate any of this stuff, and it means that he's getting into these counts he doesn't want to get into. He has to throw certain things. He's telegraphing essentially what he has command of, what he doesn't. I mean, it's crazy. He still throws 97, 98, even with that bum knee, with 7 feet of extension, with 15 inches of vert, 1.1 height adjusted VA. I mean, that should just be an absurdly amazing fastball. He has a changeup that only had a 46% strike rate this year instead of the 56.
Right.
And this was something he threw like 15 to 20% of the time in 2023 and in 2024. Like that has to get better. You had a sinker that went from a 31 to 32% ICR all the way to 52 because he just located the thing over the plate instead of actually locating where he used to, which was inside to right-handers. You know, making this really amazing showcase of spreading out his fastballs. And then you have a slider that he just couldn't throw for a strike. I mean, we're talking a 47, 48% strike rate for Bobby Miller's slider versus the 61% we saw the previous year. And even that I thought could take a step forward because he was pulling it a little too far out of the zone, especially in 2 strike counts that only have an 18% put away rate. And there's just like all these little things like, oh, cool. All you need to do is this little thing and that little thing. And he was there. And then, yeah, he just did not have any sort of control. I think he was just hurt and fighting the entire year. But hey, new season, new health. I'm super in. And I put him, I wrestled, of course, like you did for Bobby Miller, but like, this is the point where everything else after is not as enticing as far as upside goes. And the gap between the things in tier 7 and below in the 50s and further, just to me is not the absurd impact that you will be like, oh man, I can't believe I just didn't get, Nathan Eovaldi this year. I lost my league because I didn't go after him. Hey, I hope he has the best season ever, but like in all likelihood, it's going to be positive, but not, oh, I can't believe I did that, right? Bobby Miller is that guy that could be that. And look, if he's just completely out of the whack of command, then fine, you move on. But this is like a top 15 pitcher entering this year from previous years, and I would love to get.
I think I had him like 17th. I'm not willing to believe that everything we saw in 2023, but also as everything he did as a minor leaguer, just was a figment of our imagination. It's far more likely and far easier to believe that this is a pitcher who got hurt early in the season, who was pitching hurt, and it led to drastic changes throughout basically everything that he was doing.
Right.